on the hands of Haku does not have a smooth early to mid-game transition for those big team fights.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of big team fights as well, obviously Nev's going to play a big part in terms of getting that anti-heal as well, because obviously they're going to have the Q1 here for the side of Nongshim RedForce. So team fights with Nev, with the Blazing Caves, got to be kind of like it has to happen.
We know the draft. Who are you giving the edge to, though?
Well, for me, at the very least, if we were to look at the early game, though, Tempo goes over to Vesakha here if they can find those early game markers here. But if it goes towards the late game, though, I think it's much more of a 50-50 lineup here, especially Siri is on that floorboard marksman here. But that's all just theory here. We'll leave it to the pros to decide how it exactly goes out. Blam and Holler, you take the stage and you show me how it's done.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Sagi, we will get these crowd going through to game number 3 between Vesakha Esports and Nongshim RedForce. But back to your question, Holler, I'm going to go with Vesakha Esports.
Okay. It's just the Ogren is just a little too much, but look at the Mulberry power onto Haku. He's going to be chased down. He actually out-sustains it, but now they're in a bad spot. And Nev is going to be looking to go down. Siri's doing his own work, but Siri gets a little bit low, but Nev has already been killed. He's going to give up first blood, just being very invasive.
Gets first blood, but takes away the Azure Golem here. I mean, did they get what they came for? Absolutely, but obviously, Vesakha Esports were at the behest of that Guardian Spirit, obviously having to do damage reduction and reduce damage to the enemy team.
Yeah, that was very close, but Kyung9 looking to trade the flash away. Kyung9 dodges the Conchusin, but Illusion on the prowl. Faye is going to be there as well. Are they able to commit, do any sort of damage? No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no other pickups here for the side of Nongshim RedForce, and obviously losing that Azure Golem and not being able to contest the enemy's Azure Golem as well is going to be an issue for Haku, right? Obviously, that cooldown reduction, getting to level 4 is not going to hit the same as it would if he had his Azure Golem.
Yeah, it's going to be very different. Haku's been definitely slowed down. This is a huge thing from Vesakha if they're able to continue, but now he gets a little bit serious. Oh, but the turnaround, and they find him. They get 2 members of Nongshim, and it looks like they're going to be very happy with that trade.
That was beautiful. Obviously, we saw Kyung9 go in, trying to get the knock up there, but then we saw Jun Young. He was just like, you know what? I know where you're going to go. Boom, gets the Mulberry power, knocks him up, enables his team just to get that clear 2 kills onto the top side of the map.
Oh, that's such a disaster. Trying to force the issue, and then Jun Young, that counter play, making him pay for any sort of assault on that one.
Yeah, any kind of assault, any kind of aggression here, but at the same time we are seeing Haku trying to get the dive onto the back line here. Not still quite having that Azure Golem. He's not quite optimal within this one, so maybe just focus getting the farm up, but once again, Vesakha putting the pressure on.
Oh, putting the pressure on, but the Mulberry power is going to be a little off the mark on this one, but Haku can't even get to the Azure Golem. He's got to be frustrated. This is a huge issue for Luna.
A very huge issue for Luna, but at the same time, Vesakha playing very well here. Looking to use that path of passing just to push away Siri.
Yeah, pushing them away. Nongshim right now on the defensive, down about 1.2. It's only not even 3 minutes into this game. It looks like Vesakha have gotten Nongshim's number thus far.
They've got the number, and they are literally blundering the team of the KME, right? This is the champions of the King's Major Eastern Lane.
Oh, they get the pickoff onto Kyung9. Jun Young with his Mulberry powers has been on point.
Yes.
Faye is solo as well. And now here come the rest of them. And if he loses the Crimson as well, this could be an absolute disaster of a start. Vesakha forcing it down. Haku is on out of there, and it looks like Vesakha will take away another buff.
This is the problem though, right? Obviously, they are playing very well. They're putting a lot of pressure onto Nongshim into the enemy jungle here. But to be honest, Gen Myth, he's not quite hitting the same as Jun Young, right? Obviously, the Mulberry power, beautiful. Whereas those Conchusins, they are going a country mile, not hitting the target.
All right, okay. You're a little harsh on this one. He's doing his best. He's trying to get there, but I mean, he's gotten some kills. He set things up for the rest of them. But Jun Young, yeah, to your point, he's been on fire.
Absolutely on fire here. But obviously, looking at the gold lead, it's still pretty much neck and neck here into the jungle of both of these 2 teams. But where the disparity starts to show is in that mid and into the farm lane as well as the clash lane.
Yeah, and it looks like, I mean, Haku so far behind, 2.4. I mean, only 100K, it doesn't, or 100 gold. It doesn't seem like a lot, but you're a Luna. You want to be outclassing the Ogren. The Ogren definitely takes a little bit more time. He's a little bit slower, and now they're contesting the Azure Golem yet again. It looks like it's been taken away by Nev with another Smite steal.
Yeah, that's 3 Azure Golems, Hall. They're taken away from Haku onto 4, exactly, onto the Luna here. And looking to take some more. The Tyrant that could have been the neutralizer to that 2.2K gold lead right now.
I mean, they had all of the boss Vesakha here, and they're just being aggressive. They're like, your jungle is mine. We're gonna take everything from you, and it's got to be so uncomfortable. And Nongshim, this lineup, I mean, they need space to get that farm for Haku.
I've already said,
Now they finding Nev, the Conductor of Souls, looking to turn this. Haku gets knocked around, and Nev gets the pick off, making him pay. Vesakha is doing some serious work right now.
Hello, Vesakha Esports? What's going on here? Like, what kind of boot camp have they attended? Because clearly it's definitely the kryptonite of Nongshim RedForce.
Yeah, they've been very clean throughout, and this is going to be a tough one for them. I mean, an Ogryn who's getting the farm, he's getting the kills, and being up front with all of these towers, this is looking very dire for Nongshim.
Very dire indeed. I mean, they've not even had like a macro play here as well either. Like, the pressure has just been put on by Raven. Raven hasn't had to be checked at all because, one, the side of Nongshim, members are always falling down. Yes, it's only a low kill game for around about 5-minute mark, a kill per minute, but now we get another kill onto the board. Illusion gets taken out there.
Yeah, Illusion dying yet again, but now Haku, he hasn't been able to find his space. He's a level behind, doing a little bit of work on a Raven, but now Nev over the wall, putting a little bit of pressure onto Nev, but Haku just pushing him away. The 4 members are going to find Haku, they get the pickup, and they make him pay. How dare you touch Raven?
Yeah, how dare you touch the golden boy. He's there just getting that farm up. Leave him alone. As you can see here, a 4.7k gold lead going over to Vesakha Esports at the territory of the T2s into the mid lane of bot side.
They found him. It looks like Ball, oh my god, barely surviving somehow. Nongshim threw everything at him, and he literally just dashes away, and all that space is given to Raven, who takes the bottom T2.
I think it's very clear that Nongshim didn't throw the kitchen sink because they didn't get the kill, right? They threw everything but the kitchen sink, but now going into the back line here is just trying to scare away Raven.
Oh, but look at, I mean, they don't have a bottom team too. This is so early in the game. They put so much pressure on Nongshim on the defensive, all 5 members, and they're going to walk into Gen Myth, who throws out the Kachusin, gets on out of there.
Gets on out of there. Are they going to contest for this Crimson Golem right now between these two teams? Obviously, it's a huge contention here for the side of Nongshim RedForce because these minor objectives have just been slowly bleeding away.
Yeah, slowly bleeding away, but it's because Vesakha, their movements have been great.
Yeah.
They've been able to make them pay. They've taken away almost all of the buffs from Haku. He has been starving for any sort of farm in this game.
Exactly. He needs the attention, but now Haku.
Yeah, Nev is going to be pulled around. That might have been a little too deep, and it looks like he will fall, so they do make him pay. But they take the top T2. Gen Myth is going to be killed as well. Now they're looking to go for this one, but they're not able to get any more. They've gotten 3 members thus far. A huge win for Nongshim.
Yeah, one good team fight was all it took there for the side of Nongshim RedForce. You can see
he flashes forward, finding Raven with the legal immunity, and they're going to bounce him around. They're going to do the damage. They get the revenge. The Mulberry power is going to be on point, but that's going to be pretty much it. Nongshim striking back.
Beautiful play there by Young Knight. He used the spike tail as a rebound, used the flash, got the distance, claimed Raven.
Oh man, that was a huge one for Nongshim. I mean, they're still far behind, but they're giving themselves a chance off of that nice team fight there.
Absolutely. There's definitely going to be a bit of an open door here for the side of Nongshim RedForce. Be able to get that team fight, be able to get that T1 down to the bot side of the map, and just know that they can lock this bird back in its cage.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. I mean, Vesakha do not want to be caged off. You're seeing just how well they're playing. They've been very on point. A lot of it has been set up by Jun Young. I mean, he's 3-0-3. I mean, it'd be great if those kills were on, you know, some of the other cores, but I think they're going to be happy with his performance thus far.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely been a little bit greedy with those kills here. It would be nice going over to the likes of either the Ogryn or even Mai Shiranui here, but no. Vesakha are looking to go for this next objective here, go for the Tyrant, put the pressure on.
Yeah, putting that pressure on Nongshim. All they can do is watch, and they're not able to get anything. Faye is taking a lot of damage. Oh, that Aerostorm does some work on Nev, though. He needs to be careful.
Absolutely needs to be careful. They need to kind of protect the Zakia here as well. Obviously, it is their real need of healing here.
Yeah, definitely need some sort of sustain to continue on if they want to continue with this push here, but Vesakha doing a good job of just shifting gears a bit, right? Let's get our farm. We have a huge lead. Maybe we can catch somebody out just making a rotation.
Make the rotation, make it happen here, but Kyung9 waiting in the wings, right? Like, this is the stalker. This is what Mayin is meant to do, is just wait for that lonely target.
Oh, Faye in a bad spot, the unending sorrow. He's going to be chased. It looks like they want to go for Genmith going around, but Genmith gets caught out. The Ocean of Tears is on point, but it looks like they want to go for Siri, who's dancing around. Ball has been killed, and now it looks like Haku is looking to fight. He gets Seer stated, but he does trade his life away, and it looks like they've got Jun Young. Raven is going to be picked off, and now Nev. How does he fight against 3 members? He's gotten a double kill thus far. Nobody wants any action from Nev.
Kyung9, you little minx. You saw him backflipping into the backline of the enemy team there. Like, he really applied the pressure on. Obviously, the damage coming from Illusion onto the Lady Jen. But he dies for the Azure Golem.
Oh, man. He was trying to be a little cheeky on that one to take the Azure and get himself on out of this. But Siri is starting to do some serious damage.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the Flowbolt marksman, right? This is something we haven't really covered within this one. But let's look at this instant replay for the side of Nongshim RedForce. Genmith committed a little bit too over-aggressive there. Obviously, getting caught out, getting CC'd, getting locked into place. Not really getting the results here. But again, Kyung9 masterfully coming in as they're all low health. Gets the kill onto Young, and then straight onto the back line of Raven.
Yeah, on Raven there. I mean, it looked good for Nev, but then this is the moment where Siri was like actually not hitting his Golem at all. He was going all in on Nev and made him pay. Nev tried to be a little cheeky on that one.
Nev just didn't want to live without his teammates. He's like, how can I be the sole survivor? I have to die.
Probably not great in the long term. I mean, yeah, you want to just stay alive. But I get it. He was a little depressed, and now he had joined them and now he's reincarnated. He's back with his friends.
Exactly. It's now actually no, Genmith is still waiting to come up, so they must have fallen down within that instant replay there, which is a little bit of a shame for the side of Vesakha Esports. But the Maestro Inui, as we've seen already with the KDA, you're looking at more assists than kills.
Yeah, more assists in that one. But look at the top T2. The net worth is completely shifted in favor of Nongshim, and Vesakha are left wanting at this point, just watching that tower go down.
Yeah, T2 goes down to the top side of the map here. Vesakha Esports has definitely been pushed back to maybe put themselves down a bit, right? Like, trying to humble them is going to be Nongshim RedForce, getting them to take a seat.
Yeah, do something at this point, because right now Vesakha on the defensive, this is not where they wanted to be. They had a lead, they had an opportunity to really take it to Nongshim, but Nongshim just finding the gaps, good team fights to get themselves back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, Siri here, obviously 9.6k to Ravens 8.1k. He's definitely going to start to show a bit of a blunder here for the side of the Vesakha Esports. Obviously, using an Arrow Storm, he's going to be able to create the access into the backline and already do a lot of damage into the enemy team before the team fight even happens.
Yeah, that would be huge, especially onto Nev, who's been like the main guy on Vesakha, right? If he's able to just get whittled down like he's wearing paper armor, I mean, he's going to have a tough time, and they don't really have many opportunities to find a way to get onto Siri as well.
Yeah, unfortunately not for the side of Vesakha Esports. I mean, they had the clear lead early on, but now it's slowly but surely going into the favor of Nongshim RedForce in terms of the gold lead, in terms of the pressure and dominance they have into the enemy jungle net.
Yeah, and it looks like, look at this moment in the mid lane here. Siri doing just a little bit of work in terms of the zoning, just pushing them out. The Shadow Vanguard is in the bottom lane, so you want to be pushing the mid-top as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, just creating that pressure, creating the illusion into the bot side of the map here, whereas you go for the top side here. Nev looking pretty low, has to get out of that T2 territory, gets taken down here by the side of Nongshim RedForce.
And this is a sad moment for Nev, because in the front, he was tanking everything, and he's like, ha ha ha, I can take everything. But Siri's got to that point where he does some serious damage, and Nev has to respect it. He has to play a much safer.
Oh, absolutely. If he wants to maintain his life, then yep, play safer is going to be the name of the game here for the side of Vesakha Esports. But now, Nongshim are taking no prisoners. They're going for the T3s. They're going for the jugular.
Yeah, they're wrapping around. They find him, and they do a decent amount. They find Raven. That's a huge win for them. Ball flashes away, but he actually walks into the arms of Haku. They're taking the bottom T3. Nev is trying to fight this one out. The Conductor of Souls, but how much damage can he sustain? He's going to go down. The crystal is wide open, and Nongshim will take game number 3.
Game number 3 going over to Nongshim RedForce. After being battered in the early game, they came back with one play. We need